Hi, everybody. My name is Rachel Fagan. I am a Master Certified Life Coach and owner of Inspired Evolution LLC in Pennsylvania. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about how tiny changes can really lead to big transformations. So recently we updated our family room and we had talked for years about how we should approach it. Should we tear out the paneling and put up new drywall? Should we paint the drywall? What about the trim, lighting? The room was really, really dark, and being home during the day in the winter really highlighted this for us. But how big of a project did we really feel like making this? The thought of all the potential drywall dust made me cringe. Plus, the paneling we have is super thin, which would have meant adjusting everything else to fit even the thinnest of drywall. So the solution was one simple step: paint. Paint everything. We did one simple thing and completely transformed the look and feel of the room. It took us 10 years in this house to stop thinking about it and just do it. It took me 13 days to finish it. And I pretty much did it all by myself, all while facilitating remote learning with my children home, running my businesses, and putting in some time in my virtual assistant position as well. So as I was working on this project, I had a lot of time to think about all of the times where one change made a big difference in my life. It happened when I learned how to say no and set healthy boundaries for myself and my family. The change that I made was say no thanks, but the effect was freeing up my energy. It happened when I discovered that I was most productive and creative at night and stopped fighting the early morning routine that I thought I was supposed to have. The change that I made, I did the things at night. The effect were the things still got done, and I wasn't hating on myself for not being biologically tuned to be productive in the morning. It happened again when I added meditation to my daily routine. The change that I made was adding meditation, but the effect was I had less stress and anxiety. My thoughts were clearer. I had a greater sense of being calm, and I was just in a better mood. It happened when I quit drinking pop and coffee and replaced it with fizzies. The change that I made was just drinking the fizzy, not the coffee or pop. And the effect was I had this boost of energy that I was craving, but I didn't have the jitters or the crash later. I just felt better. And it happened when I started reading and listening to personal growth books. The change was that I was tuning in, and the effect was it made me a better person. And it happened when I stopped watching the news because it was triggering a lot of anxiety in me. It happened when I stopped watching TV. It happened when I unfollowed people on social media just to preserve my peace. You get where I'm going with this, I hope. And so now you may be saying, those are really a lot of changes, not one change. But here's the thing. I took them all on one at a time. One bite of the elephant, and then another, all over the course of several years, and never more than one at a time. With a decided heart, I make the commitment to change one thing, to try it on for size, if you will. And that's all I do. If it's right with my soul, it becomes a habit or a routine. And if it isn't, I let it go and try something else on for size. One of my favorite authors is James Clear, and he does a really great job at teaching how to do this in his book, Atomic Habits, Tiny Changes, Remarkable Results. You should really check it out. I love it. And I particularly enjoy the chapter where he describes habit stacking to help effectively reinforce a new habit. Basically, and he explains this much better than I am going to, but basically habit stacking is attaching the new desired habit to a well-established habit that you already have and you're already doing each day. So for example, if I wanted to tackle a goal of drinking more water every day, then maybe I would attach it to when I brush my teeth. So every time I brush my teeth, I also drink a big glass of water. And then maybe if you want to go further, you can find another habit that you do or a routine you do more frequently if you want to get more water in. Since I've been working on this for quite some time, all of my simple, singular changes have led to quite an overall transformation. But again, it was over time. However, even when I was taking them on one at a time, I could feel the change in my life, which is why I stuck with them. And so I would just love to know what simple changes you've either already made that have made a big difference in your life, or what you really want to make a change in. What changes would you still like to make? Share them in the comments, and maybe you'll be inspired by someone else's comments or inspire someone else. So let's hear it.